Part 1 covers converting DICOM sequences to a 3D image volume. For example, MRI Convert will extract a 3D volume from a series of DICOM slices on a CD. Let's start our image analysis by opening MRI Convert. Now click on Add Folder. You should have a disk with all of your patient's images from the PACS system in your computer. Browse for that folder, and the program will look for all of the images that it can convert. This process can take a long time if there are a lot of images on the CD. It's important to select the conversion type. In this example, we'll use Analyze 7.5. Select Convert All, and a folder will be made on your desktop with all of the file conversions. In Part 2, we assume that the 3D volumes have already been created. In this part, we will strip the brain away from the skull and use that to co-register the PET scan. Open the PET scan and the MRI scan in MRIcron. Notice that the two images are not co-registered because they were acquired in different orientations. The MRI still has the skull in the image. Open the MRI in BrainSuite. If it's hard to see the image, use the first slider in Display Properties to adjust the visibility. Select Skull Stripping from the Cortex menu. In this dialog, adjust the second and third parameters if you need to, and apply to strip the skull. If you need to go back, press back 4 times to readjust your parameters. View the entire volume. If you're satisfied, apply the Mask tool from the Tools menu to create a brain mask. Save the primary volume, which is the patient's brain without the skull. Then save the mask volume. We will use this again later for several purposes. Next, we cover co-registering the PET scan to the skull-stripped MRI. Studies may have been acquired in very different spatial orientations, sizes, and locations. They need to correspond to the T1 anatomical reference. Open Bioimage Suite. You can hide the command window, but don't close the black box or all of BrainSuite will be closed. A registration menu opens, followed by 2 viewers, one for the anatomical reference MRI, and one for the image we need to transform. It may be helpful to make your image directory the default using Switch Directory from one of the viewer's file menus. Load the PET image you need to transform in the Transform viewer. Load the skull-stripped reference T1 MRI in the Reference viewer. Change the mode in each viewer to 3-slice plus 3D. And change the volume type button to volume. This will show each image in 3D. Choose manual reslice controls from the Transform Viewer Image Processing menu. By convention in imaging programs, the blue line is vertical, Z-axis, front-back is green, Y-axis, and left-right is red, X-axis. Click the Manual Reslice button. Now the image orientations match. Changes will not be saved in the image unless you click Copy Results to Image. The reoriented image with a new descriptive name that indicates what's been done to the image. You may close the image processing controls. Now use the registration controls and registration menu to bring up the controls for linear registration. Then click Run Algorithm. You can ignore the Save Matrix dialog. The co-registration of the PET scan to the MRI. The cursor location in one viewer should match the cursor location in the other viewer's image. When satisfied, click Copy Results to Image and save the co-registered PET scan with a descriptive name.